New constructions versus older homes. I can't stress how difficult of a question this is to answer. Do you want a property that you can effectively make your own, or do you want something with a bit more character? This is truly the dilemma that a lot of first-time home buyers have to face, but I'm here to give you guys my opinion on it all. And the best part is what I'm about to discuss applies whether it's a flat, house, a bungalow, or any other type of property. The principle's still the same. So if this applies to you and you want to know the full details of either option, then make sure to keep watching, guys. And don't forget to like this video, share it too, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well. Now, the glaringly obvious difference between the two, I feel should be the first talking point in this debate, and it's the price of the property. In particular though, I'm talking about the value for money that you get buying each type of property. You see, when you're buying a newly constructed property, chances are you're actually paying more than what the property is worth. It's a known fact that a lot of these construction companies that make all these new build properties, they tend to undersupply in the aspect of, making houses smaller than what they actually should be and overcharge by selling to vulnerable customers, like first timers, for example. Statistics show that they have the capabilities to overcharge people by as high as 20% of what the actual property is worth. Considering that we're talking about hundreds of thousands of pounds, this is something you have to be very mindful of. And when you sit down and really think about it, it makes a lot of sense why the government is pushing buyers to go towards new build properties. Because stamp duty tax is a portion of the property price that buyers have to pay. So the more money that's involved, the more money that the government gets in their pocket. Whereas with older homes, you're more likely to be paying something that's closer towards the true value of that property, meaning you're less likely to get ripped off. And don't forget that with older homes that require you to do work to get it to a good living condition, don't forget that you can buy those properties sometimes for below market value, much cheaper than actual true worth of that property. And so by you renovating it and doing it up, you're in the long run adding value, and you can make some huge gains from that too. Another point that you have to consider when you're deciding between a new construction versus older homes is who owns the market. Who dominates it? Is it the seller or is it the buyer? This is very important for you to get grasp of, because as a buyer, you don't want to be putting yourself into a market where you can be fully exploited. No, instead you want to go into a market where the buyers dominate so that you have more control over dictating your outcome. And I'm sorry to say it, but with new build properties, this heavily, and I mean heavily, favors sellers. And I'll tell you why. And it's because there's massive governmental schemes out there, like the Help to Buy scheme, that actually forces buyers to purchase a new build property only. And so the construction and development companies, they know about this and they fully exploit it for their financial gain. It's a severe financial disadvantage for first-time buyers whenever they enter into the new build property market. Whereas with older homes, you're probably still going to be in the seller's market, especially right now with stamp duty, which has forced house prices to skyrocket. But what I'm trying to say is you still have more, pulling power and the ability to negotiate. That is invaluable. Another talking point that's worth a mention when deciding between a new construction versus older homes is the ease to personalize the property. Now, one thing I like about new build properties is that they're basically like a blank canvas that allow a lot of buyers, not just first time buyers, but in general, a lot of people to mold and shape it in a way that they wish for that property to be. It's very easy to personalize these type of properties. Whereas a lot of older homes come with their own character, and if it agrees with your taste sets, then great. If not, you could be spending a lot of money rectifying that. And if it's an older home that needs a lot of renovating done to it, then guess what? You're going to need to spend even more money taking it to a stage where it's just a blank canvas, let alone talking about personalizing it so that's suitable for you. My final point that I feel you need to consider when you're choosing between new construction versus older homes is the level of technology that goes into it and also the energy efficiency. And as you can imagine, a lot of the heating system, insulation and other forms of technology put into older houses tend to require more upgrading just because they're older technology. which of course means that you have to fork out more money to upgrade the property. Whereas with new build properties, you don't get this problem. You can sleep peacefully at night because you know you've got the best insulation technology in your walls to keep your property warmer for longer in the winter. Or even better, you might have solar panels on top of your roof, you know, so that you can shave off a good chunk of those gas and electricity bills too. Yep, it's clear to see that new build properties crush it in this field. Ultimately, I think the answer lies in whether you're prepared to do the work when it comes to older properties, not just financially, but physically and mentally too. If you are, that route might be the best route for you because you know you're going to get better value for money. Whereas if you're not, then new build properties might be better suited. But that's all I've got to say today. I hope this video has helped you out there because that's the very reason why I made this channel in the first place. And if you guys have enjoyed watching it, then you know what you have to do. You have to like this video, share it too, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well. It's your favorite YouTuber, DSLN Finance, sharing my thoughts, my experiences with you guys every Sunday at 3 PM. Have a great day, people. Bye.